What's going on YouTube? Sharp Reacts back with another video. Tap in if you're willing to win and let that block spin again and again. Stay down on all 10 all the way to the very end just to make sure you thrive and not sin. So today, also we got the Patreon, by the way. It's going up, it's loaded. We getting members. We appreciate you guys that are in the Patreon from the bottom of my heart. I never thought I'd have a Patreon. I never thought I'd make sales on Patreon. But you guys love the content. You guys love the stuff that we can bring straight there that's raw, that we can't bring here. So I appreciate you guys. Anyways, we're into the NewJeans pairings. So I got this video recommended me like a while back, and I forgot that I saw it. I forgot to write it down because I was in the middle of school. Now I'm done. Y'all, finals is over with. It's done. I'm glad for it. But now we can actually get into the video. It's called Explaining Every NewJeans Pairing featuring Regina's song. Now, I knew there was the Hussies. I knew there was B-Bangers. I knew there was Danin. I know there's maknaes with Hyein and Haerin. So I'm going to get more pairings explained here. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into it because I'm very interested. I think there's every person has a pairing with each four. I don't think there's no girl left behind. So without further ado, I want to see the pairings, and then after that we'll get into the pairings of, you know what I'm saying, we'll do some research and then we'll get into those pairings. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into the video. Yeah.
Hey you, are you a true NewJeans fan?
Yes.
Name every pairing combination and their pairing names.
I named like 4.
No one ever. But one of the best parts about getting into a K-pop group is figuring out the dynamic between all the members. In a group like NewJeans, that's something you might be able to understand after a year or two. But in a group like Triple S, whoa.
Yeah, nah.
24 members. 24 members.
24 members?
24 members.
It's diabolical.
Time for that one. But it's been a while since I've covered NewJeans, so I thought, why not help bunnies learn a little bit more about NewJeans' group dynamics with this lighthearted guide. We'll be going through all 10 pairings in this order. Can you guess who the Tom and Jerry are? Or
Minji
how about who I
and
think is
Hanni.
the most wholesome? Since there's a lot to cover, I have special guest bunny Regina Song here to help us out.
Hey guys, my name is Regina Song, and I'm a singer-songwriter who you might know from my song The Cutest Pair. And recently I released my debut album called Fangirl, and if you like songs that are a bit girly and are like Asian pop, you might want to check it out. Thanks Ben for letting me come on your show.
Of course, but it's time to dive right into the NewJeans group dynamic. Right after... Disclaimer, while I've been a bunny since debut, I still do not know the members or how they feel about each other on a personal level, so this will be a simplification of their relationships and is meant only as an entertaining introduction.
Of course.
Thank you. Alright, bunnies, the time to explore the NewJeans relationship web is right now.
Pun intended.
1.
Yo.
If I could choose one scene to show the unique characteristic of the Bangsa's dynamic, it'd be this. Look, they're not always at each other's throats, but let's just say teasing comes natural to them.
They're the oldest.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact they're both the unnies in the group. Or
Yes.
maybe it has something to do with the fact their MBTIs are complete opposites.
되게 즉흥적인 거에 강하신 것 같아요. Saving.
Why are you staring at me like that?
But one thing is for sure. They've been some of the closest friends in the group since pre-debut. Whether they're marathoning Twilight together, doing some random roleplay, or teaming up to become the ultimate competitive duo, they sort of adore each other. I mean, you remember that quote from Minji back in 2022? Yeah, that one. That's some love.
Hold on. I want to see
Ultimate
that.
competitive duo, they sort of adore each other. I mean, you remember that quote from Minji back in 2022?
I feel like I can have a conversation with Hanni by just looking at her eyes. She's always caring for the people around her and considerate towards them. I love that.
Yeah, that one. That's some love.
I like your nose today. My nose? It's cute.
Oh no, she's my one.
Ninis. I would have called them Aussies. Yeah,
They
okay.
have each other's back. When Danielle makes a slip up, Hanni covers for her.
저희가 8일 동안 프로모션을
I feel like they hang around each other the most.
방송 하리에 8주.
Just because.
네, 제가 들었어요.
The Aussie girls.
저희 다리는 저 애교 많아서 좀
Genius.
편안을 합니다.
See?
And vice versa.
내일 본날입니다. 내일 동공연. 믿기지가 않아. 신기달의 나이.
What can I say that hasn't been said before? Their shared backgrounds and interests truly make them sisters.
Dora. Dora the Explorer. Dora was my idol. No swiping! And then Eagle Peagle.
In short, they're as close as can be.
오늘 한이 언니가 제 식당 가방 안에 이 쪽지를 쏙 몰래 넣은 거예요. 저 진짜 많이 떨렸거든요. 근데 이거 보고 힘나서.
Well, maybe not the closest you can be.
Yeah.
신났어요. 네.
Darren? Darren? Yeah, I knew.
I want it out.
That is a very... It go well together.
Reason is the right reason to
Why am I
launch
getting
today.
commercials?
With your
I thought I had
free
YouTube Premium, bro.
Big news for Mahomes. I'm switching
Oh
out
my god, hold on. Damn.
Okay, I'm coming out and saying it. Haerin is the cutest pairing. These two treat each other like they're their own imaginary
They're the
friends.
total opposites.
We're talking emotional support.
긴장하지 말고 편하게 기억 안 나고 내가 할게.
We're talking cuddles.
너랑 같이 갈 수 있어서 다행이다.
I love it though. I love seeing Darren more.
We're talking goofing around like they straight up forgot their idols and are those besties on the back of the bus during a school field trip. Danielle's max extroversion and Haerin's max introversion work surprisingly well together. It's like you can tell how much Danielle loves playing with Haerin, and while Haerin plays coy at first, by the end of the interaction there's a smile on her face. Every single time. Danielle set Haerin as her wallpaper, for God's sake. And trust me, the feeling is mutual. So yeah, I'm not saying they're my favorite pairing, but they definitely are.
정말 amazing해요. 정말 amazing.
And the
Okay,
maknae.
y'all. If you want to understand the maknaes,
Maknaes.
please just watch this. Where'd I put it? Oh yeah.
The maknae.
Understanding the maknaes may sound intimidating at first, but with this informational video, you'll understand their dynamic and general behavior around each other.
The young
Let's begin with a
bloods.
step-by-step walkthrough of a foundational element of their relationship, what experts call a skit. A skit typically occurs when Haein decides to be a silly little guy around Haerin. Let's take a look. In this example,
This is our
Haein
best
is
line.
pretending to be, or role-playing, a clothing store clerk. Let's see how Haerin responds. A cheeky smirk, eyes on the camera. In the face of Haein's newfound escapade, Haerin looks to the viewer to communicate her feelings. She knows she must participate in the roleplay, no matter how bizarre.
She's like, I
the
gotta
game
do this.
has only just begun. What we've just witnessed is what experts call a crack. Haein's silly little guy levels exceed Haerin's capacity, and for the first time this roleplay, her calm facade is shattered. Recovery is quintessential now, lest the interaction result in Haein's utter dominance of funny business. Seeing her Hanni struggling, Haein offers words of encouragement. She too, while most likely flattered at how much her peak comedy has broken Haerin, knows the show must go on for the camera. Stunned. In the face of a side-eye some may refer to as bombastic, Haerin's steadfast
Bombastic
responses have resulted in
side-eye.
Haein having to resort to, frankly, uncalled-for comments on Haerin's phenotypes, and a withdrawal from the roleplay. Haerin has successfully resisted the funnies, and pulled through. This is only one glance into the amazing world of the NewJeans maknaes. If you would like to learn more about the maknaes, please... Oh, the tape is damaged. Well, I guess that was enough.
Haein and Minji. Lee Kim's and
Minji
Mad
is like
Max.
Haein's disapproving mother. She just won't know what to say half the time in response to Haein's cutesy, chaotic comedy.
문제 이름으로 널 용서하지 않겠다.
But all it takes is for Haein to look at Minji
The
with
oldest
her
and the
adoring
youngest.
eyes, and then she turns into the proudest mother alive.
The
Whether
oldest
it's
and the
Minji taking
youngest.
care of Haein, or Haein giving endless compliments to her Hanni, it doesn't really get more heartwarming than these two together.
Hussies.
Minji and Danielle have one of the most surprisingly chill dynamics. Like, Hanni is just old enough, and, you know, that Minji feels that competitive heat with her. Hyein and Haerin are cute to the point they entertain her endlessly, but Danielle, she's in the middle spot where Minji and her can kind of just respect each other as humans, despite being so different. They get along super well, and only occasionally does Danielle's Ultra Sunshine No Sadness mode send Minji running. In my opinion, an underrated pairing that I'd love to see more of.
진짜? 이 소리에 What? 뭐지? 늦었나? 이랬는데 아니었어.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. All right, here we go. Danielle and Haein. They are Jiragans?
잡았다.
If Minji is like the
Dragons?
disapproving mother who loves her daughter at heart, Danielle is the aunt that comes over and showers you with love
Yeah.
whether you want it or not. Danielle
Rainbow
just gets
Isle.
stars in her eyes whenever Haein does anything.
좀 멋지네.
She's
좀 멋지네.
she's my little
우리
cute
아가.
niece.
우리 아가. 불러봐. 우리 아가라고.
But baby Haein is too rebellious to take all those remarks lying down.
Hyein and Hanni. Tutus?
Okay, so if
Tutus?
Minji is the mom and Danielle is the doting aunt, then what is Hanni? Well, it's not as clear cut, but I'd say she's like the cool famous aunt who lived in a foreign country and is always off selling out shows, which means every moment they get to spend together is instantly precious.
아, 기타 치는 거 너무 예뻐. 어떡해. 너무 좋다.
So I'll think of you once in a moon.
귀여워.
And in turn, Hanni thinks Haein is just the cutest. No one has the power to melt her heart more.
Very subtle. Very demure. Very mindful.
Honestly, I'd love to see more of this pairing. It's not the most common, but one of the more wholesome ones.
Hey Ben, can I have the next one? Hanni and Haerin are my biases.
Oh yeah, right. Take it away, Regina.
9.
Kitties.
So getting right into it, Hanni and Haerin have a rather calm and soothing older-younger sister dynamic, and they kind of balance each other out, sometimes literally balance each other out.
This makes sense. Not gonna cap. In my earlier NewJeans times, which was like probably 3 months ago, I couldn't tell them apart at one point instead of their height.
When they were grouped together for a challenge and lost, you can see that Hanni is a little unhappy about the loss and is more expressive about her shock and disappointment. However, Haerin is super chill about it and tries to like comfort Hanni by tugging her arm, which I think is super cute. Hanni is the older and more talkative one, while Haerin is the younger and more reserved one. So more often than not, Hanni is the one who plays around with Haerin and looks after her. But in the balancing each other out fashion, there are also times where Haerin makes fun of Hanni, especially Hanni's accent that she seems to be like fascinated about, and she tries her best to mimic her.
왜 쳐다봐 강혜린?
왜 쳐다봐 강혜린?
And of course, Haerin shows her concern for Hanni when she didn't get breakfast and reminds her in a sweet, demure way that she should never forget to have breakfast, which I think is really sweet.
나 안 먹고 왔어. 큰 실수였습니다. 아침 안 먹으면 안 돼요.
They're both so sweet and caring, and it's no wonder they're my favorite girls. Thanks, Ben, for letting me take this section of your video. Bye!
Thanks, Regina. But now, that means it's time for...
Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry.
our last pairing. Where are the streamers? The streamers? There we go. We all know Haerin is a cat, but never is this more apparent than when she speaks with Minji. Like, their dynamic is basically a cat and their owner. Not that Minji, I mean, come on, you know what I mean. While Minji finds Haerin super cute and makes her laugh a ton, she also gets the most honest remarks from her too.
Do you have any idea who I am?
But like any cat owner, that bluntness is all just part of the charm for Minji. What I like though is it goes both ways. Minji isn't afraid to play with her cat a little.
아 무서워 나 이게 안 했으면.
제 뒤에 쫄보 강혜린이 있는데요.
쫄보가 아니에요. 아 쫄보인가?
Yep, if you were wondering, this is arguably the most Tom and Jerry it gets in NewJeans.
Yes.
But like Tom and Jerry if Tom and Jerry hugged like every 5 minutes. And that's all 10 pairings. I hope this gave you a deeper appreciation for just how varied and unique every single relationship is in the group. No doubt, one of the reasons NewJeans has seen so much success is the bonds between the members are unshakable, and the funny and wholesome dynamics give so much comfort to their fans. I hope you could see that today. And once again, shoutouts to Regina Song for collaborating with me on this. I love her music a ton, and if you're a big fan of NewJeans' By Jeans covers, you'll find a lot of that similar beautiful vocally goodness from her catalog on Spotify, Apple Music, and other streaming services. But like always, big shoutouts to my patrons.
All right. That's it, guys. That's it. Oh, shouts out to my patrons too, man, because I gotta do that too, because you guys have been tapped in, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Getting the content out to you guys, because I can't get it out on YouTube. But nonetheless, I love this pairing. I love the pairings video. I didn't know that each and every single one of them had a pairing. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Hanni was just on her own, but that's me and my American mind. But they all have pairings, and you can, from the outside looking in, it seems like they have a great bond, and I love that for them. You know, my personal favorite has to be definitely Tom and Jerry though. I love them because they're definitely like the total, like when it comes to, maybe I love Haerin's parents, because it's Dudden and then Tom and Jerry with Minji, because when it comes to Minji somehow always can seem to get a reaction out of her. Like, she's like she like literally like not that they fight, but it's like somebody that knows how to pick her what's the word we like to use, push her buttons a little bit sometimes. And you know, Minji's in a weird way knows how to get a reaction out of her, which is so funny. But then the whole Daerin with Danielle and Haerin, it's like literally like those two girls in class. One of them is like the super quiet one, and the other one like speaks for everybody, or speaks for both of them, and it just fits. They just get along so well. Like, you don't know how they get along, you don't know why. But it makes sense, because, you know, they're the two opposites. Because two giddy people and two quiet people, well, sometimes a lot of times that can make sense too. But it's opposites attract. So those are my favorite. I actually thought well, Danielle and Hanni, they make sense to me because they're both Aussie. They both can speak English really well, and you know, I feel like they grew up more similar. Have a similar background. I think that makes more sense. Hyein, I gotta tap into more of Hyein's dynamics with everybody too, because the one with Minji, I gotta, you know, that was pretty interesting. And then I want to see the maknaes, her with Hyein. That's Hyelin's singular relationship with everybody in the group is always the most entertaining. Hyein to everybody else, shy butterfly. I'm pretty sure they know a lot about her. She was, like I said, Hyelin's just like there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I loved it. I love this whole video. So with that being said, we're gonna get into more of the pairings probably in the next couple videos. And without further ado, I bid you a new video coming soon for you to choose and not to abuse. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell when I post more videos. And I will see you guys later. Peace.